Well, good afternoon. This is the first time as Chief Deputy that I am coming before you to announce the arrest of one of our own. These announcements are never easy to share, but are important to maintain our commitment to transparency and to our community. On September 5th, 24-year-old Darius Randolph of Port St. Lucie, who is assigned to the St. Lucie County Jail as a detention deputy, had an altercation with an inmate. The altercation stemmed from the inmates being distributed razor blades for hygiene purposes. After their use, they were collected, and it was determined that one razor was missing. Another deputy learned who had the missing razor and provided verbal counseling to that inmate and others in that cell, as well as recovered the missing razor. After leaving the cell, Deputy Randolph entered the cell. He instructed all the other inmates, other than the victim, to leave the cell, and then he physically shoved the victim into the wall and down onto the floor, causing him to receive a gash on his nose. After the altercation in the cell, Deputy Randolph escorted the victim into a common area, and he stated that he had no knowledge of how the inmate was injured. After receiving treatment for his injuries, the victim filed an internal complaint with our Detention Investigations Division. As with any and all inmate complaints, a review of the incident was conducted and an investigation into what occurred in the cell with Deputy Randolph was also launched immediately. That investigation proved that Deputy Randolph had entered the cell and had used excessive force on the victim. The actions of Deputy Randolph exceed the level of force outlined in Florida state statute and the Florida Corrections Accreditation Standards. Randolph has been an employee of the Sheriff's Office since March of 2020 and has had no prior disciplinary action. The members of this agency who work at the jail are entrusted with the care, custody, and control of all of our inmates. When that trust is broken and the highest standards are not met or maintained, even by one person, that person has failed our community and this organization. That failure tarnishes